You're out.
The HarbourCats are back. Welcome to VI Sports. I'm Kevin Chirac here at Royal Athletic Park, getting an inside look at the 2015 Victoria HarbourCats. We'll meet the players, speak to management, and get you up to date for the 2015 season. But first, today's show's got a little bit of everything from all over the island. Here's a preview. We head north to Powell River for the 2015 BC High School Mountain Bike Championships. We then dive into the sport known as Murderball and explore some of the personal stories of those who play. Also, we head to Port Alberni to learn about an ancient sport that's become a cult classic. And we meet a local chef who's turning a Little League concession stand into gourmet cuisine. Those stories are coming up, but first, earlier today I sat down with general manager and part owner of the HarbourCats, Jim Swanson. General manager, part owner, and apparently part-time pitcher at batting practice, Jim Swanson of the Victoria HarbourCats. Let's talk about that ownership. Talk to me about your decision to become a part owner here.
Well, we believe in the market, we believe in the community, and we certainly know how this team has been accepted by the community and the market, the fans, corporate sponsors. You know, everybody believes that this is a viable thing moving forward and something that can really thrive here in Victoria, and you know, we're glad to lead it out. And the group that I'm with, I'm honored to be working alongside of my brother. That's a pretty special thing for me. John Wilson's a fantastic person for this community, humanitarian businessman. So many things he contributes to, and Rich Harder, you know, a very good friend of my brother's and a good friend of mine as well, and just has the right heart in mind. So the right people in the right place for the right reasons.
Good to play a quality team like that, be around a good.
What are the goals for the HarbourCats in 2015?
Win a championship and see the attendance go up. I mean, those are the two that go hand in hand. It's pretty much that simple. We want to lead this league in attendance. That's the goal we have for off field. That's what we think we can pull off with our front office staff and the game day operations. We want to provide a great entertainment for people, and we're told by people they love coming here, and then we want to reward them as well with a championship caliber team. So we're working extremely hard on that side of the game as well, and there's two parts to us, and they're very important, both of them.
And you have some local flavor on the team as well. Can you speak to me about some of the local talent in the HarbourCats this year?
Yeah, we've signed a number of guys from Vancouver Island in particular. So, you know, we think Nanaimo local as well, because we have a really good fan base that goes up through Duncan, Cowichan Valley, and into Nanaimo. And, you know, Alex Rogers and Brady Rogers, twin brothers. Does it get any better than a story like that? And, you know, Alex is a returning player, was an all-star last year. Brady's a shortstop that has a chance to come on out and do something special for us. Chris Faulkner's a guy that we're looking to see him do some big things for us as well this year. If he flourishes into what we think he can do, then I think we're going to have something special on our hands, and a number of other guys beyond that really give us a chance to keep that local focus. And yet I think our fans really love the fact that we have guys that come in from UCLA and University of New Mexico and Pepperdine and those great big schools. You know, those schools do not recruit poor baseball players or poor people, and we're honored to have them here as part of our program.
So is there anything new that the viewer should know about this season? You know, as a part owner, you probably have a little more power. Is there anything new you're bringing to the club this year?
Yeah, I'm not sure, like power, that's a little, that corrupts a little bit, but you know what, there's some ideas that last year was my first year as a GM. This year is a chance to take some ideas that I had where I wanted to move some things forward, and we've already got a list going for things we want to do next year that we haven't been able to put in place the way we wanted to. So it's exciting to be able to plan that far ahead, new seating areas, new concession ideas, new promotional ideas, new ideas on just how we want to run the team and make ourselves better. And we're always looking for feedback from our fans, from our players, from our coaches. That's one thing. As a player, we ask the players to come here and get better. As an organization, we want to challenge ourselves to get better every chance we get.
1, 2, 3, Cats!
High expectations this year for the HarbourCats, and stay tuned as later in the show we'll meet some of the players. But now our first story out of Powell River, also known as a mountain biker's paradise. So it's no surprise that it recently held the BC High School Mountain Biking Championships.
The BC High School Mountain Biking Provincial Championships hit Powell River on May 23, 2015. Riders from grade 8 through 12 and from all corners of the province rode the trails all day in two major events. Racing started in the morning as groups of students challenged a tough cross-country course that took them over 5 to 15 kilometers through pristine West Coast rainforest.
Like any big crowd of kids, you have everybody in the biking world, from road riding to mountain biking to cyclocross racing or dirt jumpers, downhillers, and they've all shown up with all their bikes and are super pumped. Every kid has been pretty happy to be riding, even though it might not be the discipline that they choose first and foremost.
Cross country's really good, long trails, good downhill here. You need to have endurance, definitely, mostly. Coming up these hills is hard, definitely on single speeds like these. Cross country bike's definitely what you're looking for there.
I think the whole biking community benefits here. We've got the best trails in British Columbia as far as I'm concerned. I'm a little biased, but BC Bike Race uses these trails as well, and they're absolutely pristine. They're purpose-built for biking and hiking, and it doesn't get any better than this.
I like mountain biking because it's transportation and it's fun. You can ride to school, ride to work, and go out for a fun ride, right, in the trails. The competition is great, the atmosphere is great, and yeah, the trails are great. So you meet new people, you see new bikes, and you have new experiences. And don't be afraid if you think you're slow or not good at it, because there's always room to improve, and it's fun no matter what.
We're at the start of the Enduro. They'll do one leg starting here. They'll finish their third leg here, and they'll do one leg in between that's out in the complex trails. And the kids are pumped. They're riding really well, no major injuries, and everything's going really smoothly. Everybody's kind of pulled it together, and it's a great race.
It's good to see all the teams from around the province here in our hometown. The trail etiquette has been really good.
You guys have covered a whole lot of ground today, a lot of riding.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Oh, I don't know, it's a pretty long day. I'm about to do the third stage of the Enduro, and there was 3 laps of the cross-country loop this morning. And yeah, it's a lot of riding.
Fun though.
Yeah.
As you can see, these competitions add a slight element of risk, cultivate quick reflexes, as well as strength and endurance, and are just a whole lot of fun. And how's our friend Zachary doing?
The first run was good, pretty clean. Didn't hit anything or anybody. And the second one was good. I only hugged 2 trees, and that was a great success.
One of the things that we really try to push in mountain biking is it is not an elite activity. We believe in lifelong sport, lifelong activity. So from the young guys to old guys like me, we can get out, we can ride and trail and enjoy the bush and what we have around Powell River. Really what it comes down to in high school, you don't remember the A you got or the B you got or the best event in the hallway. You remember all the trips and all the stuff that you do outside of the classroom, and that's what we try to do here. And that's what really we're trying to push, is that fun activity, enjoying this province and outdoor activities.
For VI Sports in Powell River, I'm John McKenzie.
What a day for those riders, and what a beautiful mountain biking destination in Powell River. We're going to take a quick break, but first, let's send it off to Ken Hurricane Himes with our news and notes.
I'm Ken Hurricane Himes, and here are your sports headlines across the island. UVic's Bryn Tolmie captured the Canadian University Women's Golf Championship. UVic finished second in team standings. Victoria's Jim Finlayson took top spot in the Cool Oak Bay Half Marathon with a time of just under an hour and 12 minutes. Oak Bay High Grade 11 student Tristan Alexander captured a silver medal at the Under-21 Canadian National Judo Championships in Quebec. Black Creek's Cam Levins set a new Canadian record in the 10,000-meter run at the Nike Prefontaine Classic in Oregon with a time of 27 minutes and 7 seconds.
Welcome back to Royal Athletic Park. Now next up, we take a look at a sport that was invented right here in Canada. It's known as Murderball. Its official name is wheelchair rugby, and I recently got to meet some of the members of the Canadian national team whose personal stories demonstrate the true power of sport. Clashing steel.
So it's like high-speed bumper cars.
Their mode of transportation. their armor.
Sounds like a car accident that's going on in here.
The rules of wheelchair rugby are fairly simple. 4-on-4, 8-minute quarters, and when your wheels cross the end line, you score. UVic's new Carsa facility held a Canadian national team scrimmage, the highest level of Murderball in the country.
We run zones and we run man presses, right? It's very strategic.
And very physical.
That's why we do it. We love to play the game because of that hard-hitting contact.
But why they play goes a little deeper.
You would think, oh, well, a person in a wheelchair, they might be fragile. Well, these guys have probably experienced some sort of high-risk activity before they ended up in a wheelchair.
Every player has experienced that moment.
I was in a car accident when I was 16. I broke my C5-6.
A diving accident at swim practice, just had a bad start off the blocks.
Zach Medell's moment came at just 10 years old when he suffered a staph infection.
Because of the infection, the blood from my extremities, so my fingers and legs, went to preserve my organs, and so it was basically just dead tissue that had to be amputated.
Prior to his amputation, the London 2012 silver medalist excelled at everything from lacrosse to soccer. Miranda Boletsky played competitive water polo, and Parksville-born Trevor Hirschfield was a hockey, baseball, and football player. Sport was in their blood, and even a tragic accident couldn't change that.
Help, recover, 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 ball!
They found Murderball.
I instantly fell in love with it. It was definitely something that I was missing. I missed the team sports and being active and the contact. It made me feel alive again.
I think for anybody with their injuries, it gives them a lot of confidence back, that you realize you're still just a regular person. It's definitely a game changer for most people.
The nature of the game really is appealing to somebody to get back into things that they used to do before they ended up in a wheelchair.
The teammates vary in age, where they live, and even their gender. But to be eligible to play, every athlete must be impaired in at least 3 limbs. It's their unfortunate, yet unique, special bond.
You have players that can learn how to do all kinds of skills of daily living, as well as learning the sport of wheelchair rugby, so it really is a rebirth.
I got to meet a lot of great guys who had gone what I'd gone through and were able to show me creative ways of how to make things work again and how to get your life back and make it yours.
You come not knowing if you're alone in your disability, and coming to meet these people you can relate to and have been through similar circumstances and can teach you little tricks in your day-to-day life that kind of help you figure out what you're doing, and just really brings us together that way.
Every hit, every score, a statement.
A lot of times when you're in a rehabilitation setting, is they focus on what you can't do, and really what sport is all about is showing what someone can do.
Through Murderball, their identity as an athlete lives on.
I have a great group of friends that I probably never would have met, so I mean, it's a catch-22. I mean, I don't wish it on anyone, but I mean, I have a really great life.
It was that unfortunate accident that brought me down this path, but I've made the most of it and I've met great people, and you know, I don't think I'd change it for anything.
Team Canada is ranked 2nd in the world and will be aiming for gold at the Toronto Para-Pan Am Games in August. Now we go from the collision sport of wheelchair rugby to the graceful game of lawn bowling. Now you may not know this, but it's actually one of the most popular spring and summer sports on the island, with over 7 clubs in Greater Victoria alone. Carly Berry in Port Alberni has the story.
I can throw a frisbee. I can kick a soccer ball. But I've never tried lawn bowling before. I decided to let the Lawn Bowling Association's assistant coach give me some pro tips, since he himself has learned from the pros.
2 coaches have been 2 different times Canadian champions. And I thought that if I wanted to learn this game, then if I became an assistant coach, that they could teach me. But there's no pressure to be good. There's no pressure to perform.
But I soon found lawn bowling to be harder than I anticipated.
Practice, practice, practice. Because some nights you have it, some days you have it, and you really have to practice a lot because it's a very challenging game. And I think that's another aspect of lawn bowling.
That was not good. No. This is harder than it looks.
points by the jack.
But it was nice to see the dedication these lawn bowlers put towards their lawn bowling community.
And I just quit golfing because I love lawn bowling, and you can be out here 5, 6, 7 times a week if you want.
And lawn bowling's not just open to the pros either. Oh, what if it hits it?
It's open to everybody and anybody, children over 10 years of age, families. It's $2 per person to come and play. We provide you with the bowls, and we provide you with good instruction from Robin and Stephen, our coaches, and as I said, Canadian champions.
We would encourage any age group, you know, high school students, to start, because they are the ones that are going to take all the championships.
And the veterans are there to offer expert advice. I need help. I don't actually know how to master the curve. How do you guys do it?
Ask him, I don't know.
Ask him?
Okay, when the jack is there, you move your feet a bit so that you're not standing straight in front.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, the speed is important, but once you throw the first bowl, you'll know if it goes over too much to your left on the side of the jack, then you got to adjust and move it over.
In the end, I finally made a decent shot.
Carly here is such a super athlete that I just showed her how to play the game, and she caught on very quickly, but she was getting the idea of picking the spot because two of them were, one was really close to the jack and the other one was on line. I think she knows very well now when she's inside or out and how to adjust for that. And you notice that the first time she threw the bowls, they went into the ditch, and she never threw another one into the ditch after that.
That's a beaut. Oh, that was great. That was great. That was great. Well, I have had a lot of fun here getting my long bowling skills on. I hope you will come out and give it a try too. In Port Alberni, I'm Carly Berry.
Thanks, Carly. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we meet some of the key players for the 2015 Victoria HarbourCats.
Hey, it's Ken Hurricane Himes again, and here are some big sporting events coming up across the island. June 26th to June 28th, the Vancouver Island Summer Games at Topaz Park. June 27th to June 29th, fantastic Okie Dokie Ball Tournament at various locations, Port Alberni. Also, July 2nd to the 5th, BC AAA Swimming Championships at Saanich Commonwealth Pool. July 10th to 12th, the Victoria International Youth Rugby Sevens at Centennial Stadium. For VI Sports, this is Ken Hurricane Himes.
Welcome back here now with Mikey Wright, pitcher for the Victoria HarbourCats. Mikey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So you're back for, is this your second year?
Yes, this is my second year.
So, I mean, I know it's early, but what does the fabric of this version of the Victoria HarbourCats look like?
It feels more at home, basically, because, I mean, the owners are back in Victoria now, so I feel like everyone's more connected.
We got a lot of local guys, so guys I always played against, so it's good to play with them for once, and I don't know, it seems to be good. Teams, everybody knows each other, so it's going to be fun.
It must be pretty special to come back and get to play in the West Coast League for your Victoria HarbourCats, being from Nanaimo.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I'm excited. Well, my brother was here last year, so he put in a good word for me, so now we get to play with each other for one more year, so it'll be pretty fun.
So you go from California to Victoria.
Yeah.
You stay on the West Coast, not a huge transition for you, I imagine.
No, it actually reminds me a lot of San Francisco. It's a little harbor town, so it's pretty nice, actually.
So what are some of your personal goals for the season here?
I'm hoping just to continue what I did last year. I had a great season last year. It was really fun, really nice. Very excited to come back and play again.
So you guys play 60 games in 72 days, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Speak to me. I mean, do you ever get sick of these guys? You have to spend a lot of time with some guys in that dugout. Do you ever get sick of anyone?
Not really. No, we're close. Like we're all bonded. We're bonding right now, and we're having a good time. So I'm sure it's going to be a good season with everyone.
You have your pitchers, you have your outfielders, you have your infielders. And then you have the catcher, but he's kind of doing his own thing. But with pitchers, I mean, do you guys kind of stick together? Is that how it works?
I mean, kind of, because we always get a little slack from the position players because we're only POs and whatnot. So we try to get batting practice as much as we can. But I mean, there's not very many cliques. We all kind of like mesh together, just try to get to know each other. It's a great atmosphere here on this team. So
What school do you go to?
Trinidad State.
Trinidad State.
Yeah, in Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
In Trinidad and Tobago?
No.
Yeah,
no.
In terms of spits, how many spits do you go through in one game?
Quite a bit. I'd say a whole bag, yeah.
Whole bag every game?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you have a particular flavor?
I like the barbecue.
Oh, man. Sour cream and onion.
No.
Oh,
man,
so
no.
good. So good.
That's true. They're all pretty good.
Now, there's so much tradition in baseball, including the food. There's peanuts and hamburgers and
hot dogs.
And hot dogs, exactly. But there's one Little League baseball coach / executive chef out of Saanich who's taking the concession stand to a whole new level. Little League baseball, a timeless tradition ingrained in our culture. And for every baseball field, there's
French fries,
baseball food. But at Lake Hill Ballpark in Saanich, one baseball dad is redefining a cultural institution. Ingredients like
panko crusted rosemary and parsley's aioli,
marmalade, wild salmon fillet, and bacon jam. What do those words have in common? You've never heard them at a ballpark before.
lemon mayonnaise.
Until now. It's the ultimate oxymoron, a gourmet concession stand.
I like to step it up.
By day, Chef Dave Roger runs food operations for large hotel banquets and events. At night and on weekends, he coaches his son and operates Chef Dave's Dugout.
I just wanted to bring in some experience that I have to well-round the whole experience of the park.
Look forward to enjoying the season, eating our life away.
I've been to a lot of ballparks all over the place, in the States too, and nothing compares to this.
There's the old standbys. Candy remains a top seller, along with hot dogs and burgers.
Grand Slam?
But with a twist.
A Grand Slam. It's got everything except the kitchen sink in it, and it's really good.
Brioche bun, burger patty, cheddar cheese, wiener, and then onion rings.
Business has been good. Opening day saw over 300 orders.
It's amazing. I've never ever thought that we're doing this kind of volume. And one regular fries.
The baseball dad of two says it's not about the profits and that most of the revenue goes towards hiring cooks and food costs. How long have you eaten at the concession stand at Lake Hill?
35, 40 years. But this is the best. This is unbelievable.
It's more fun food than anything else.
The hot dog tastes great.
It's even attracted the nearby non-baseball related foodie.
People from all around the neighborhoods coming in and taking food to go.
It's open 7 days a week. And when he's not coaching, you'll likely find Chef Dave in his other dugout.
It's a lifestyle for me. Like, you know, if you're a chef, you're in it. You know, it's not an 8-hour job. Short stop with cheese, one side of fries. You're always thinking food.
This concession is brilliant.
Lake Hill Little League has been around for over 50 years and has relied heavily on volunteer and community support. Dave Roger has volunteered and helped coach for 7 years, and now he's using his over 30 years kitchen experience to help make a difference.
You know, I want the park to have that reputation because everyone's worked so hard developing this park is that this kind of ties into the whole experience.
Here are your 2 loaded burgers, guys.
Looks like the trend is carrying over here at Royal Athletic Park. Thank you so much for watching VI Sports. Remember to check out HarbourCats.com for tickets. And for everyone here at VI Sports, we'll see you next time. I'm Kevin Chirac, and stay tuned for our GoPro close-up. I'm going to destroy this burger. Cheers.